WSK Supermaster Series Round 2. And we race. Kamada immediately into second place. What a start by Timek. The Kubica kart up into third place as Antonelli leads the way. Tuka in the Tony kart, back to fourth. And Artem Severukian has rocketed up. The Wood Racing team driver from the fifth row of the grid to be in position 5. Antonelli, Kamada, go 1-2. And it's Kuharczyk. Tuka happening, that curse of starting on the outside of the front row of the grid. Loses 2 positions. He's right on the back of the young pole, Timek Kuharczyk. Then a bit of a bunch to field. Artem Severukian under immense pressure. Malik is right in there as well. Severukian fighting with young Lucas, the Slovakian, and may have lost the place there. It's Joseph Turney, in fact, who's up into position 5. He's just a delight to watch. Has he got the speed? Here this afternoon, his teammates a position ahead. That's Alfio Spinner in 2-1-2. Turney in 2-11 through turn 6. This is where Joseph was struggling through the week simply to keep all 4 wheels on the circuit. Was going sideways, was getting up onto 2 wheels, trying to keep the kart flat on the track. He's being hounded by his countrymen, the English drivers. Lindblad's right behind Turney as Spinner makes the move down the inside and puts Kuharczyk off the podium. Lindblad side by side. Joseph says no. Looks over his shoulder now. He waves him by. Sees it's Arvid, sees he's got the speed now. He'll try and stay with him. He wasn't giving away the place deliberately. It was a tactical move to try and follow Lindblad through. Lindblad has been blisteringly quick. Joseph knows he has to race to victory here this afternoon. Honestly, he really does not have that last 1/10 of a second, but he can outdrive the drivers in front. His best hope is to stay with Lindblad, try and stay with and race through in the final stages of the race. Kuharczyk tries to retake the place from Spinner, who slides down in the hairpin. Kamada ominously, he's leaving that battle behind as he sets off after Andrea Kimi Antonelli. They start lap 4. Down into turn 1 at 128 k's an hour. Move down the inside. Super pass by Timek Kuharczyk. Lindblad around the outside. The Londoner tries to take the Sicilian as well. Joseph Turney is right there watching turn 6. Then it's Severukian, Pashovic, Zhivnov, Malek and Tuka Tappinen back to 11th. Ahead of Seb Grav, Sebastian Gravland in the 235 Cosmic. Just outside the top 10. Coming into your picture right now at the top of your screen. Ahead of Bertuca, Hernandez, Gracia, Pirtilati, Kayak. And then Mart. Not the best start. Stensone back in 18th. There's Gravland and Bertuca in the background. Zhivnov going through. He's been a superb talent to watch. There's Martinez. Watch Andrei Zhivnov. There's Eduardo Villa. From glory to zero, hero to zero, whatever the saying is. Eduardo on the podium was Villa at Adria 2 weeks ago. As the Tony Karts run together, but he's really struggled all week. As Eduardo Villa, he's down in 29th place. Ahead of the Mexican Jesse Carrasquedo and Andrea Vibrianti there. So we'll check the gap. Kamada back to Antonelli. As Kuharczyk retakes second place, there's Lindblad. Now behind. Alfio Spinner. So Turney does have the speed. He's a brilliant talent. Up onto 2 wheels. Goes Joseph. That will make him nervous. He's struggled to keep the 211 Tony kart flat on the track all week. Massive grid generated as he turns through the left-hander now. Zhivnov just getting back to the Russian for Team Komodov has just been brilliant to watch. He's already up into 8th place from grid 15. He's been so fast and such an aggressive racer. Zhivnov inside the top 10 behind Tappinen, head of Lucas Malek. 1/4 race distance. The gap was 7/10 of a second between the 2 kart republics. It's down to 5/10. Oh, Rafa's coming. Rafa is coming for Andrea, who, remember, did not race the final at Adria. This is ominous. He won the WSK Champions Cup. He won the first round of this the WSK Supermaster Series. And he's closing in on the back of the other kart republic of Andrea Antonelli. Kuharczyk, Turney, Lindblad. The two Tony karts are Spinner and Tappanen. That's Andrei Zhivnov. The pink helmet of the Russian for Team Komodov. Head of Lucas Malik, and now Seb Grav. Graveland in the Cosmic, inside the top 10. Looks over his shoulder, does Kamada, the gap 0.4 of a second. He's certainly coming for him. Clips the ripple strip in spectacular fashion, does Andrea Kimi Antonelli. Like watching a metronome, these two drivers, very similar style. Antonelli, Kamada, they're both driving IAMI-powered kart republics. Kuharczyk in the TM-powered Kubica kart in P3. There's the Tony kart of Turney, defending from Lindblad. The two English drivers, 4 and 5. Joseph Turney from Milton Keynes, Lindblad from London. Off the podium, which is currently being held by Timek Kuharczyk, who nervously looks over his shoulder. The pole is still there in P3. As we watch Joseph in 2.11, look at him run off the track. Watch into turn 3, a move down the inside. Lindblad is now the top English driver. Spinner around the outside. Is that the end of Joseph Turney's chances? 2.11 through turn 6. Makes the kart dance over the ripple strip, does Turney. But now the top English driver is Arvid Lindblad, who sets off after Timek Kuharczyk. Approaching half race distance of round 2, the WSK Supermaster Series here at CONCA. The gap stays at about 0.4 of a second between Antonelli and Kamada. Move down the inside, and Lindblad is now up onto the podium, just drives by the pole. Fabulous pass by Arvid Lindblad, who took the WSK Supermaster Series Championship in okjunior in 2020. He's now in position 3. It's a Kart Republic 1, 2, 3. Argenti Motorsport, the Oak Racing Team, and then the Red Bull Junior go first, second, third. Kuharczyk off the podium in the Kubica kart. And then the Tony karts are coming for the pole as well. This is half race distance now. Antonelli across the line, this time down into turn 1 at 128 k's an hour. Kamada so smooth on the wheel. You'd be forgiven for not thinking he's a South American. Usually they excite us with their flair and excitement. But he's methodical, he's smooth, barely moves the wheel. Antonelli a lot more aggressive. And they will start to burn the Lacon tyres in the remaining second half of the race. Kamada's right there, down through the chicane. Over the ripple strip they go. There's the Tony karts, Turney, Tappanen, Spinner. Move down the inside. It is the boy from Brazil who's gone through to take position 1 again. Rafa Kamada goes P1. It is still Kart Republics 1, 2, and 3. Rafa Kamada just brilliant. Waited for his moment, waited for the time. He puts Antonelli back to position 2. The kid from the city that brought us the Lamborghini supercar, Il Bolognese. Antonelli is now being caught by the Londoner Lindblad. That's unsettled Andrea. Looks over his shoulder. Lindblad does likewise. It's a long way back to Kuharczyk. Watch down into the hairpin. Lindblad is about to line up the Italian, who looks over his shoulder. Will he defend? No chance, says Arvid. Down the inside, and the Londoner now in position 2. 8 laps remaining. 12.5 kilometres to race here this afternoon at this world-class, the most beautiful circuit in the world. This is La Conca Muro Lucchese, just a few miles from the coast of the Adriatic Sea, where on a clear day you can see all the way across the water to Albania and the very northern tips of Greece. Kuharczyk in P4. Lindblad's now right there, so Kamada has a fight this afternoon. Down the inside, will he take the place away from Kamada? The series leader has been passed in a final for the first time since the season opening WSK Champions Cup at Adria 3 weeks ago. This race is far from over. Still the Kart Republic's 1, 2, 3 we expected. Let's be honest. We expected Rafa to walk away with this. Lindblad says no. He's already put 2 kart lengths on the South American who's got a fight on his hands. Antonelli defending from Kuhacik. Look at the Tony karts. Can they work together? Turney, Tappinen and Spinner. They're not this far out of it. Not a huge distance back. Now the Vortex-powered green machines, the TM-powered Kubica kart, I should say, behind the KRs. Now he's ahead of the third of them. Up the inside takes Antonelli. Andrea falls off the podium. What a pass by Lindblad. He's now put 0.4 of a second on Kamada. We did not see this coming. Kuhacik still hangs on the podium. And Turney, will he make a move down the inside into that notorious turn 6? Gets the drive on the exit. Joseph Turney, you cannot outrace him into turn 7. JT from NK in the UK. The Tony kart goes by the Kart Republic. Andrea Kimi Antonelli now has Tuca Tappinen in the second Tony kart, breathing down his neck. And Il Siciliano, Alfio Spinner, is right there as well. Tuca defends from Alfio. The Finn from the Sicilian. The English drivers run 1 and 4. The Brazilian, the pole in third. The Tony karts trade positions. Tuca Tappinen. 2-1-0 now being passed by Alfio Spinner. There's Lukas Malik, the Slovakian, in the background, driving superbly. He's in position 8 ahead of Andrei Zhivnov and Christian Cannibal Bertuca. Lindblad, though, look at this. It's 0.6 of a second. He's put on Rafa Kamada. He's still the series leader in the virtual championship. As we approach the halfway point of the series, of course, we race at Sarno, the all-new Sarno, in 2 weeks' time. Despite whatever colour the Italian government wake up today and decide to place on the country, whether it's a red zone, a blue zone, a black zone, a red zone, a green zone, or what, we don't care anymore. We're going to Sarno in 2 weeks to race. Make it whatever colour you like. We'll see you at an all-new Sarno, Circuito Internazionale Napoli, in 2 weeks' time. We're tired of that discussion, to be honest. We will race at the foot of the active volcano that is Mount Vesuvius in 2 weeks' time. At the moment, Kamada would still take the championship lead into the third round of the series. He's on 164 points. Lindblad with that pass. He's on 136. Lindblad now 0.8 of a second. There's Zhivnov coming down the straight. From Bertuca, Karol Pasevich behind. There's Sebastian Gravlin. And it's Martini Stensone, the Dane from the Norwegian. Gracia and Hernandez have their own battle just ahead of the Bulgarian lion, Nikola Zolov. 3 laps to the checkered flag. We did not see Kamada. We did not envisage Kamada being passed by Lindblad. Certainly Arvid had other ideas, and now there's a chance that Timac might take second place in the race with 2 laps remaining as well. Lindblad's on his way to victory. Make no mistake about that. He clicks the ripple strip, looks over his shoulder. Kamada does likewise. It's 1 second back to the Brazilian. Uses every piece of the racetrack and then some. The kart's flexing massively into turn 3 and watching to turn 6. Throws it in sideways. The Kubica kart's working nicely. Kamada just trying to keep it flat on the track. Lindblad will get the last lap board next time round. Round 2, the WSK Supermaster Series, as the sun comes out to shine. Down into the hairpin. There is Kamada. Timac too far back at the moment. One almighty send on this, the final lap of the race. Lindblad down the straight. A 44.6 last time, a 1.3 second advantage on his way to victory. He's the reigning junior champion in the WSK Supermaster Series. Here's Kuhacik on the back of Kamada, the series leader who has dominated the opening stages of 2021, sideways on the exit, covers his line instinctively. Brilliant driving from Rafa for the Oak Racing team. They won't catch the Londoner. Into the hairpin for the final time. A brilliant drive from London in the Queen's England. Albert Lindblad takes the checkered flag to win round 2 of the WSK Supermaster Series here at the CONCA Muro World Circuit. Kamada does hold off Timek, the Brazilian in second, and the pole on the podium in third place. Joseph misses the podium by a single position ahead of Andrea Antonelli, coming back after that injury and having to withdraw at Adria. P5 ahead of Spinner and Tappanen. But you look at the race winner, the Red Bull Junior 204, brilliant drive. Albert Lindblad has won here at La Conca. Absolutely ecstatic with joy. And by the look of the smoke pouring out the exhaust.